This quote from the HHS Secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., to explain his decision behind these cuts. We reviewed the science, listened to the experts, and acted. Is there any scientific explanation to support the cuts to this research and funding?
Short answer, no.
No.
You know, I think if you've been listening to the news today from the United States, you will not have heard any vaccine experts, and I don't know any vaccine experts who say anything other than this is a really short-sighted decision that is for sure going to cost us lives and significant illness when the next pandemic comes, but also misses out on advantages for not just infectious diseases, but cancer and autoimmune disease, a whole range of things that we could do based on this platform.
So if the science isn't there, what is behind it in your view, and how concerned are you about it?
Well, certainly we're concerned. It's another cutback in the support of important science. The United States has been the envy of the world in terms of its support for new health technologies and new developments that will aid in the many diseases and the many concerns that we have in the general public. And the entire world has relied on the U.S. for that leadership role. And I think it's a bit of a wake-up call, and we've had several of them over the last number of months, that the rest of the world does need to do more.
I want to go back for a minute because I think the first thing we want to think about this is to remember for a moment just what the United States did for us during the COVID pandemic, right? Yes, lots of Canadians and people from around the world contributed to COVID vaccines and the advent of mRNA vaccines, but it was the Americans who, you know, really did the end development and Operation Warp Speed that got us vaccines. And so at the same time as this is a devastating decision, we need to remember what they've done for us before, which was, you know, truly amazing things. But yes, I do think we've been, all of us around the world, been to some extent riding on the American coattails. It's been easy. Lots of Canadians working, but lots of Canadians who've had American funding to work, right? So this is both a challenge for us to step up and fill in the gap, but for Canadian academics, it's a huge opportunity to be able to, you know, do new things and exciting things moving forward.
That's exactly right. You know, the world's talent has been attracted to the United States because of the investments they make in research and the opportunity they create to translate that research into new medicines. And when they pull back on that support, other places, you know, can compete.